aircraft. There were armoured vehicles, and there were spectacular pyrotechnics. On Salisbury Plain, an armoured infantry company from 1st Battalion Royal Welsh, King's Royal Hussars and 26th Engineer Regiment demonstrate how they might liberate an industrial town from an enemy. After the vehicles breach defences, some of the 120 soldiers dismount and start the job of clearing and holding buildings.
Sir, you on me! Search my seafarers, let's go! Let's go!
But outside, there is still an enemy fight back to contend with. This isn't an exercise which would test the decision-making of soldiers and commanders. Instead, it is a choreographed display of the kit, tactics and strategy that the Army might employ if pulled into a situation like this. Audiences ranging from school children to some of the force's most senior officers are invited to watch.
The Army Combat Power demonstration is all about showing the Army's capabilities, its utility to the nation, and also to try and educate people about what the Army is and who is serving within the Army. And we've got a wide range of audiences, as you say, from youngsters. We had over 500 cadets here yesterday, to senior generals and pretty much everything in between.
Also on show, some of the hardware the Army might use to fight its future battles. This tiny drone is already in service, offering soldiers a bird's eye view up to 1 kilometre away. But now, a consumer drone and a gaming headset are being tested together to see if they can provide a more robust solution that's easier to get into service. Also here, a vehicle called Boxer, a new type of armoured personnel carrier that could take on the role of moving troops from vehicles like Mastiff within the next 5 years. What's different about this to the Mastiff? What's this got that Mastiff hasn't?
So firstly, we've got much more protection, we've got greater mobility, greater endurance, more strategic lift. But one of the key aspects of the vehicle is its modular concept.
Right.
So this comes in two parts. The drive module, which is everything below this line, and forward of my hand here. And then you have the mission module. And we can lift off this mission module or the crew compartment in probably an hour's time.
Right.
Lift it off and replace it. And you can see the sort of holes. And it's a crane lift to remove that and replace it.
And you can replace that with different kinds of modules?
Correct. So let's say an ambulance was critical to the operation you're going on. We could lift off a module from a working platform, put the ambulance module onto the actual drive module, and then the commander's actually got the module he requires for the specific mission.
And that could be done in
the field? Absolutely.
The government plans to buy 500 of the Boxer vehicles, but that order still hasn't had final confirmation from ministers. And so the battles of the future remain unknown. Those planning for them can only do so on the basis of what they can reasonably expect and be ready to adapt when things change.